AI can support student learning in powerful, age-appropriate ways when it's guided by clear routines, safety expectations, and transparency. In this short video, we'll look at 10 practical ways students can use AI to strengthen their understanding, build confidence, and take more ownership of their learning. These strategies do not replace thinking. They help students clarify, practice, revise, and engage more deeply with their work. As you listen, think about which ideas would be the easiest entry point for your students, and how you might introduce these routines in a way that feels safe, structured, and developmentally appropriate. Let's explore how AI can become a learning partner, not a shortcut, for your students. Let's start with one of the simplest and most powerful ways students can use AI. Summarizing key ideas and concepts. Whether they're reading a passage, reviewing class notes, or trying to understand a big idea, AI can help break information down into clear, manageable parts. The goal isn't to replace reading or thinking, it's to give students a starting point so they can focus on what matters most. Here are 3 quick examples of how students might use AI to summarize in a safe, structured way. Ask AI to help summarize or clarify the most important ideas from a class lesson, reading passage, or chapter. Students should always read the material first, then use AI to check their understanding or break complex ideas into simpler parts. Example prompt. Summarize the key ideas from Chapter 5 of our biology text in clear, student-friendly language. Keep it accurate and easy to understand. Optional extension for older students. Give me a short summary and 3 big takeaways I should remember. AI can help students turn large amounts of information into clear, concise summaries, making it easier to review materials, understand big ideas, and identify the most important points without replacing their own thinking. AI-generated summaries can save students time by providing a clear overview of complex material. They help reinforce understanding by distilling big ideas into manageable pieces, while still requiring students to think, review, and apply the concepts themselves. Another powerful way students can use AI is to make complex topics easier to understand. When a concept feels confusing or overwhelming, AI can break it down into simpler language, step-by-step explanations, or age-appropriate examples. This helps students build clarity without replacing the thinking they still need to do. Ask AI to break down complex concepts, theories, formulas, or processes into clear, easy-to-understand language. Students should still work through the idea themselves, but AI can provide a starting point that makes the learning more accessible. Example prompt. Explain this concept in simple terms a middle or high school student could understand. Quantum physics. Optional extension for older students. Give me a simple explanation and a real-world example to help me understand it better. AI can help students make sense of challenging ideas by breaking them into smaller, more accessible pieces. This can dramatically reduce frustration, especially when working through dense textbooks, complicated theories, or unfamiliar processes. These simplified explanations support learning, not by replacing critical thinking, but by giving students a clearer starting point. Once the concept feels manageable, students are better able to analyze it, connect it to prior knowledge, and apply it in meaningful ways. When students are preparing for quizzes, tests, or class discussions, they often need help checking their understanding. AI can serve as a practice partner by answering study questions, clarifying reasoning, or walking students through how an answer was reached. The goal isn't for AI to do the assignment, but to help students verify their thinking, notice mistakes, and strengthen their confidence before turning in work. Here are 3 quick examples of how students might use AI to support their studying safely and responsibly. Ask AI to answer review questions, study guide prompts, or practice problems. Then compare its responses to your own. Students should also ask AI to explain why the answer is correct to deepen their understanding. Example prompt. Answer these review questions from Chapter 12 and explain why each answer is correct. Optional extension for older students. Explain a common mistake students make on this type of question. AI can help students reinforce learning by modeling clear reasoning, step-by-step thinking, and accurate explanations. This makes it easier for them to see how answers connect to the content they've been studying. When used intentionally, AI-supported practice helps students build stronger study habits and boost their confidence, while still keeping the focus on their own thinking and understanding. New vocabulary and academic terms can create big hurdles for students, especially when they're introduced quickly or used in dense texts. AI can help by providing clear, student-friendly explanations that make new terms easier to understand and remember. With the right guidance, it becomes a powerful tool for building background knowledge and supporting academic reading. Here are three quick examples of how students might use AI to clarify important terms in safe and helpful ways. Ask AI to define unfamiliar terms or concepts using simple, clear language and give an example to show what the term looks like in use. Example prompt. Define photosynthesis in student-friendly language and give an example. Optional extension for older students. Explain one common misconception students often have about this term. AI can break down challenging vocabulary into understandable language, helping students build a stronger foundation for reading, writing, and class discussions. These explanations support comprehension without replacing the need to encounter the term in context. Students still develop their academic vocabulary, but with clearer pathways for success.
Sometimes a passage feels confusing, not because the ideas are difficult, but because the wording is dense or unfamiliar. AI can help by rewriting the same idea in clearer, more accessible language. This gives students a second version of the text to compare, helping them unlock meaning while still engaging with the original passage. Here are three quick examples of how students might use AI to paraphrase text in ways that strengthen understanding.
Ask AI to rewrite a passage using clearer vocabulary or simpler sentence structure, while keeping the meaning the same. Example prompt. Rewrite this paragraph in simpler, student-friendly language while keeping the meaning the same. Optional extension for older students. Give me two paraphrased versions at different reading levels. AI can take dense or complex text and rephrase it using alternative vocabulary and sentence structures. AI-powered paraphrasing helps students decode challenging text, making it easier to follow ideas and stay engaged during reading. This support builds student confidence and reading stamina while still encouraging them to return to the original text with stronger comprehension.
One of the best ways to prepare for writing assessments is to practice responding to high-quality prompts. AI can help by generating potential essay questions aligned to a unit, theme, or topic. These practice questions encourage deeper thinking, help students anticipate what they might be asked, and provide a great starting place for class discussions or writing warm-ups. Here are three quick examples of how students might use AI to generate meaningful practice prompts.
Ask AI to create essay questions based on the unit you're studying, then choose one to practice or discuss. Example prompt. Generate three possible essay questions about the causes of World War II. Optional extension for older students. Explain why each question would lead to a strong essay. AI-generated prompts give students additional opportunities to practice thinking critically, organizing ideas, and preparing for assessments. These practice prompts help students explore ideas from multiple perspectives, strengthening their readiness for writing tasks across content areas. Getting started is often the hardest part of writing. AI can help students break through writer's block by offering possible ideas, angles, claims, or creative directions. This sparks momentum while still leaving all decision-making and all final writing in the hands of the student. Here are three quick examples of how students might use AI to brainstorm safely and effectively. Ask AI to suggest arguments, perspectives, or creative directions you could explore in your writing or project. Example prompt. Suggest three possible arguments I could make in an essay about genetically modified crops. Optional extension for older students. For each idea, suggest the kind of evidence I might look for. AI-supported brainstorming helps students generate possibilities and build confidence before they begin drafting. This process encourages deeper thinking and gives students a clearer sense of direction without replacing the creativity needed to craft their own work. During the revision process, students often miss errors simply because they've read their own writing so many times. AI can highlight grammar mistakes, spelling issues, and unclear phrases, helping students see their work with fresh eyes while still keeping them in control of every change they make. Here are three quick examples of how students might use AI to support the editing process. Ask AI to check your writing for grammar, spelling, or clarity, and explain the corrections so you can learn from them. Example prompt. Check this paragraph for grammar and spelling errors and explain the corrections. Optional extension for older students. Identify one sentence that could be clearer or more concise and suggest a revision. AI can help students spot mistakes they might otherwise overlook, strengthening the accuracy and readability of their writing. These corrections build stronger writing habits over time and help students become more confident, independent editors of their own work. Students benefit from feedback throughout the writing process, but teachers don't always have the time to provide early draft guidance. AI can act as a supportive first reader, offering suggestions about clarity, organization, flow, and idea development, while the student remains fully responsible for revising their own work. Here are three quick examples of how students might use AI to get helpful feedback before submitting a draft. Ask AI to review your draft and offer specific suggestions for strengthening your ideas, structure, or explanation. Example prompt. Give me feedback on my essay about Othello and suggest how to improve my transitions. Optional extension for older students. Identify one paragraph that could be improved and explain why. AI feedback helps students refine their writing, improve clarity, and communicate ideas more effectively. This support encourages revision, not replacement, and helps students build confidence and resilience as writers. As students move into deeper learning, research, data interpretation, and argument evaluation, they need tools that help them examine information more critically. AI can support this by identifying key ideas, patterns, assumptions, or limitations in texts and datasets, helping students develop strong analytical thinking skills. Here are three quick examples of how students might use AI to analyze information with clarity and purpose. Ask AI to analyze a text, dataset, or argument, and highlight key insights, weaknesses, or questions worth exploring. Example prompt. Analyze this dataset on climate trends and list two possible limitations in the methodology. Optional extension for older students. Suggest a follow-up question a researcher should investigate next. AI-assisted analysis helps students look beyond surface-level details and develop deeper insight into what information means and why it matters. This support builds critical thinking skills that transfer across all content areas, empowering students to read, question, and evaluate information more effectively. As you've seen, AI can support learning at every grade level, from helping young learners make sense of new ideas in elementary school, to strengthening organization and comprehension in middle school, to supporting analysis, revision, and planning for high school students preparing for life beyond graduation. The difference isn't the tool, it's the structure. When students are taught how to use AI within clear guardrails, routines, and expectations, it becomes a powerful partner for learning, not a shortcut, not a replacement for thinking, but a tool that supports practice, clarity, feedback, and confidence. Our goal isn't simply to allow AI in classrooms, it's to teach students how to use it responsibly, ethically, and transparently, so they grow as thinkers, problem solvers, and learners who are prepared for the world they're entering. The opportunities are already here. The question is how we guide students to use them well. We hope this overview of the top ways students can use AI to improve their learning gives you practical starting points and the confidence to begin. Start small. Set clear expectations. Model transparency. And remember, when students learn to use AI well, they don't lose their voice, but they strengthen it.